So, in today's session, we're going to talk all about the details when it comes to delivering your blowout experience inside of your salon. So, attention to detail is one of the most important parts of really creating an authentic experience for your client because every single person's attention to detail is going to be different. So, in this training, I wanted to start off with how you can enhance your client experience when it comes to a blowout. So, here are some things that you can do to bring your experience to a 5-star level. One, eye masks. There are disposable steam masks and regular under eye masks that you can include during your experience, and this can be done at the shampoo bowl or while they're in your chair. You can always accompany the experience with a warm towel that comes out of the towel warmer. This is really great to wrap around the shoulders when you're draping them or even at the shampoo bowl. I also love doing a steam towel over the hair while there is a treatment on. This really does enhance the experience. You can use essential oils to ignite those senses and to really kind of create an experience, either a calming experience by using lavender, or you can use something that'll kind of brighten things up, like using a citrus scent. Another thing that you can consider is offering a quiet experience. A lot of women don't like to talk during their hair appointment or especially during a blowout. They just like to relax and kind of just be with themselves, and letting them have that moment is so important. And then, of course, you can do a head massage with essential oils while you're doing their consultation. You just put a couple drops of essential oil on your hands and you massage it into their scalp while you're talking to them, or you can even do this at the shampoo bowl. It's a great way to enhance the client experience. So, some of the things that you can ask during your consultation is, what struggles are they having with their hair? Do they prefer a soft pressure or a firm pressure during the shampoo, even during the blowout experience when you're kind of using your brush to kind of go through their hair? Do they have a sensitive head? And then I would have them talk and describe their scalp. Is it dry? Is it oily? This will help you determine which products will be best. Ask them how often they shampoo their hair, because this may need a double wash if it's something that isn't done very often. And then, of course, how do they feel about the condition of their hair? This will allow you to choose the right products and the right cleansing tools to make sure that you are giving their hair the nutrients and the moisture it needs. And then, of course, going over what their hair plan is for that day. Do they want just a regular blowout? Do they want curls? This, again, will help you plan with your products. So you want to make sure you're choosing the right product, and you want to make sure that you're choosing the right product for the hair type, the service, and the result that you want for the actual style. Some things you may need to incorporate in order to achieve a certain look. If somebody has extremely oily hair, or if they have a buildup on their hair, or if there's a buildup on their scalp, you might consider doing a clarified treatment or a Malibu. If their hair is very fragile, you might want to consider doing a protein treatment at the bowl. And then, of course, you want to make sure you're using the right wash and rinse for their hair type and style desire, because using the wrong thing can really make your job more difficult instead of making it easier. And then, of course, choosing the right styling products. Styling products are not just styling products. They're liquid tools. They literally will help you achieve the style. And of course, they will help prolong the longevity of the client's hair so they can leave the salon with maybe a few days, even up to a week, without having to wash their hair at home. So some things you really want to pay attention to. One, first and foremost, you need to watch the heat. You do need to turn up your setting to a higher heat setting. This is how you're going to really smooth down the cuticle. This is how you're going to get the hair dry. And this is how you're going to achieve that volume, by heating the hair up and then letting it cool down. But you want to watch the heat on the scalp and on the skin. So the way you hold your nozzle is going to be really important. You have to keep your blow dryer moving so that you don't burn their scalp, and that you really make sure that they enjoy the experience instead of going through torture. Again, product knowledge is so important. This can make or break the service. Using the wrong products on somebody can really just ruin the style. It can make their hair not last as long. It just is so important. You also want to watch the water. ask them, is it too hot? Is it too cold? Again, during the shampoo experience, this is really important to make sure that they're enjoying it from start to finish. And then, of course, do you need to have a gentle touch? I'm going to touch on this again. You want to have a gentle touch. You don't want to be ripping the brush through the hair. You don't want their head to be tugging in one direction. You really want to make sure that this is a very, very relaxing experience. I like to compare some of these services to like spa-like services. You really want to pamper them, and the way that the client feels and the way that you actually are touching them is so important. Another thing is hair in the face can be really annoying. So you really want to make sure that you're moving the hair out of their face, that they're not blowing it with their, or moving it themselves with their hand, that you really make this an effortless experience. So taking care of everything for them so they don't have to ask for anything and that they're comfortable is really important. Also, you want to pay attention to your sectioning. You really want to make sure that you are doing the right sectioning so you don't leave any marks in the hair, so the hair really is seamless. And then you want to pay attention to the hairline. And the reason why you want to pay attention to the hairline is a lot of people will have very, very curly hair or frizzy hair around the hairline, in the back of their hair, by their neck, and their nape area. And these are areas that you really want to pay attention to, because women want these smooth and they want them blown out. And sometimes when you leave them, it can be really disappointing for the guest. And then, of course, you really want to make sure you watch your tension. You don't want to be pulling too hard with your brush. You want to make sure that if your brush is having drag, which means that it's getting stuck, it's not gliding through the hair, that you stop and that you restart your section and that you don't try to pull it through. Using the right brush is really important. So there are a couple types that we're going to talk about right now and go over a different bristles. So thermal brushes are round or paddle brushes with a barrel made of material that conducts heat, such as ceramic, tourmaline, or titanium. And this can definitely help speed up the drying, and this can also help create shape and bend in the hair. Boar bristle brushes are popular because they really do redistribute natural oils and healthy oils from the scalp, and it really enhances the hair health and creates smooth, shiny hair. This is great for somebody who has extremely coarse hair. It really does make the hair really smooth and absolutely beautiful. Every hair type can benefit from a boar bristle brush, but 100% boar bristle brush with soft bristles is a good choice for people with fine thinning hair or aging hair. And then, of course, your nylon bristle brushes are made from synthetic material, and they reduce static and they effectively detangle the hair. Some of these brushes are combined, so you can get a combination of boar bristles and nylon. Both reduce static and detangle, and you get the health benefits of both. So making sure that you're picking the right brush size, small, medium, or large, and the right bristle is really important. So when it comes to your barrel sizes, the smaller the brush, the more bend and the more volume. The larger the brush, the less volume you will get and the straighter the hair will be. So, thank you so much for learning today. Really putting some thought into your styling is so important. I always like to say that blowouts are the gateway service to future clients. And the reason why that is because if you can do an amazing style and a woman leaves feeling fabulous, they will come back to you because you've made them feel amazing. There's nothing better than an amazing blowout. It's one of my favorite services. I would take it over any service any day, and I know a lot of women feel that way. So really making sure that you're paying attention to the details is important. And I hope today you can take away some of the things that we shared and really start implementing them inside of your business.